Today is a very special video because today we are talking about the space industry, and we are not talking about SpaceX, and we are not talking about Virgin Galactic specifically. We are talking about RocketLab, okay? The brand new meme stock that came out of nowhere and is quite interesting because just entered the public markets not a long while ago. And if you are a space enthusiast, and if you are loving Virgin Galactic, and maybe you are invested in RocketLab, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, because this is highly appreciated by our team for the daily work that we are doing in terms of research, in terms of daily vlogging, in terms of community, and so on and so forth. So this is highly appreciated. And if you're not subscribed yet, well, don't miss any further video and smash that subscribe button. And I want to directly dive in because RocketLab is a company that not many people know about, okay? So they are producing and sending up rockets to orbit, and are in the segment of, let's say, small satellites, okay? So they're not that big and advanced like SpaceX yet, but if you're liking the business model of Elon Musk's space company SpaceX, you know, sending payload up into space, then you should definitely look into RocketLab, because this is the only really advanced rocket company out there that is now available on the public markets. And recently they gained quite a bit. And I can tell you from our community, a lot of people said, I don't want to be anymore in this up and down of Virgin Galactic. I would love to be in RocketLab. Well, that's fine with me, because, you know, I know what I like about Virgin Galactic, and the high conviction didn't change. But obviously when there's like this fast increase in stock price, and also meme communities are like Reddit, are Wall Street bets are involved, then obviously there is an up and down there as well, okay? So let's have a look. So if we are opening the RocketLab chart, you can see here that over the period of 1 month, the stock gained from the, you know, lower point here, 1st of September till the 10th of September, 100%. And that this is unsustainable, I think that is clear for most of the people, and that's why the stock went from 20 down back to about 15, lost about 25%. Here it's not mentioned, but the market cap is around somewhere around $6 billion as of my understanding. And, you know, not only the Reddit community jumped on that. I figured out there is some kind of keywords, okay? So there's a kind of keywords like, you know, space, or the next SpaceX, or, you know, this kind of good futuristic keywords, and then the stock can go up quite significantly. But there is actually much more news to RocketLab, which I will present to you right now, just after a short introduction of Apollo. As you know, I'm cooperating with Apollo Fintech, one of the most advanced crypto team out there, the most hardworking one, and they are the creator of, for example, GSX. But there is even more to Apollo Fintech, okay? If we are going on the website, you get a small glimpse what they are actually doing the whole day, okay? And this is ridiculous, because they are not only creating this unbelievable ecosystem in the crypto space, but they also offering so many other things, okay? So they are working with governments, they are working to bring blockchain trends to a realization of fantastic improvements of, you know, payment gateways, or storage of value, or new currencies like GSX. And if you are looking on the website, you actually can go through all of the different kind of networks and products that they have, but there is one specific that is their own currency, okay? And this is the Apollo currency, the fastest cryptocurrency on earth. Yes, you heard right. And if you're going into this topic, you see that, you know, they made a couple of things differently here, okay? Not only it's the fastest one, but if you are maneuvering through the universe of the blockchain, there is different kind of currencies for different kind of applications. Now, they thought, okay, when we create not only the fastest cryptocurrency out there, but also the most future rich out there, this is a huge benefit, okay? And that's why this is something that you should definitely look into. You can buy it on different kind of exchanges, and there will be a link below that you can use to get your hands on APL. And if we are going, here's also the explainer video if you want to get in detail. But you know, if you're going down, you see that the ticker symbol for this beautiful currency is actually APL, okay? The current supply is somewhere around 21 billion, and the circulation supply is the same, and therefore, you know, you have also the features of proof of stake, for example, and there's zero inflation. Now, there's something that I want to show you, because when you are looking into this kind of currencies, you always wonder, okay, what is the price development of it, okay? And obviously, because it's a cryptocurrency, it can be sometimes quite volatile. As you can see over the last months, you know, you had the chance that to almost triple your investment, and since the highs somewhere at, you know, around the 6th of September, we a little bit went down, but the overall trend is definitely on the higher side. So check it out, link in the description. Let's go back to the vlog. So just on the 8th of September, RocketLab actually came out with brand new news. And always, you know, when a company is quite young like that in a very, let's say, modern or futuristic market, then every single piece of great news, we know that from Virgin Galactic, is obviously great for the stock price. And also that news was fantastic, okay? The headline is RocketLab signs 5 launch deal with European Internet of Things satellite company Okay, so they will start in 2023 to send up a lot of satellites for this company, and this is obviously a great, you know, thing to have, you know, revenue in the backlog, and this helps the company to move forward. Okay, so they also came out with some earnings, and let me show you where you are standing with RocketLab. And in the final piece of this video, I will actually compare the two companies with each other just on the revenue as well as the revenue backlog, and to see, okay, which actually is more cheaper, okay? Is it Virgin Galactic or is it RocketLab? And if you are looking here down, you see here that they came out with an EBITDA loss of $18 million, which is, you know, normal for this kind of growth companies. They are still investing, they don't have that much revenue, so they are running on losses here. And they actually brought in $29.5 million in revenue, and also had the backlog of revenue for $141 million. So very impressive. And let's have a look. What does this mean in comparison to Virgin Galactic? I prepared something there. Let's dive in. RocketLab versus space, just by some numbers that we have. Obviously, RocketLab just came out with some earnings, and not all financial numbers are yet available in that much detail that it is for space, for example, and not many websites are actually holding those numbers and storing those numbers. So give me a little break here if there's some missing information, but you know, let's compare here RocketLab versus space. Okay, so from the revenue wise, at RocketLab, we are sitting somewhere around $30 million on revenue that we are generated over the last quarter, okay, versus the 2 million that space is actually now generating with the Italian Air Force flight. So you see here big difference. RocketLab is already very much established in the business. They are having regular flights, and the next flight window will be very soon for both companies actually, right? Then you have here EBITDA loss, which is, showing you how much they actually, though they're getting some revenue, how much they are burning. So even though they are making about $30 million revenue, they are still burning about $20 million, so $18.1 million here. But just to give you an example, so that means that they actually burn about 30 plus 20, about 50 million per quarter. That's about quite similar what Virgin Galactic is currently burning per quarter. So in this way, it's very similar, though you have to compare that RocketLab, for example, has 554 employees, and Virgin Galactic has over 1,000 employees. So this is, a big difference here, though this means that it's very hard to compare, because those are two different kind of space shuttles that they are doing, right? I mean, Virgin Galactic is building space shuttles per se and flying people up there, while RocketLab is producing rockets, right? So here the backlog, I think this is one of the most important factors here. Okay, so because when you are looking into such companies that are valued multiple $billion on very less revenue, the future business is actually very important. And while we have an actual number here for RocketLab, which is 141 in backlog, this 150 by Virgin Galactic is based on the 600 future astronauts times $250,000. Okay, so imagine now when Virgin Galactic comes out and say, since we opened the ticket sale for 400,000, we got maybe another 300 people that signed up for our flight, and that would mean that this can easily triple or even 4 times X in the very next weeks to come once we have some information. I assume that around the next quarter earnings we will have an update on how many astronauts we actually have waiting to go to space with Virgin Galactic. Okay, big point here for RocketLab, they are definitely operational versus space doing still their test program. Cash on hand here very strong through the spec, 777. I found also some data, but that was backed by the last year of 2020, that there was over 800, but according to some news articles, 777 is bigger than 552 that Virgin Galactic has. From the valuation, RocketLab with the current increase in price is definitely a little bit more expensive here than Virgin Galactic. And what I'm making from all of that now in the conclusion. So when you are asking me which company is better, the easy answer is there are totally different ones. Okay, the one is more focusing on the logistics part of the space industry. The other one is for now the entertainment part, but then later on point-to-point travel and so on. So totally different companies with totally different markets. So it's not really comparable. I'm, as a space enthusiast and seeing the potential of space, is definitely so grateful that those companies are coming more to the public markets. And if I would have more money available, I would not, to even think about to put also something in RocketLab, but currently I having my hands are full of opportunities, so I'm very much into space, into Virgin Galactic, a little bit in Tesla, Beyond Meat, Peloton, and now also Lovesec. This is basically for now enough for my portfolio. Also the huge run on RocketLab through the Reddit community is a little bit too hot for me right now, but I believe that this is a fantastic company. The numbers making sense, the company is making sense, the development is making sense. Obviously I hadn't yet the time to make deep due diligence. This is something that I definitely have on my to-do list and will update you here. If you want to have more videos about RocketLab, let me know in the comments, guys, and smash the like button. I'm not mad at you if you change from Virgin Galactic to RocketLab, but I still believe that both companies can be super successful, and I know for sure that if Virgin Galactic continues the path that they are on, that this will be a 50, 75, 100, $150 company. It takes some time, guys. This is something, you know, when Jeff Bezos started with Amazon and he said, I will sell books online through the internet, people said, you know, who need that, right? Go to the store and buy it. Same people are reacting now in terms of the space industry, okay? Wow, we're sending people to space. Who needs that? We have a lot of problems here on Earth, yes, but, you know, think a little bit futuristic, think the step ahead, and then you will find great investment opportunities out there.